So it's a up and a down for me. So up is I meet so many different personalities with so many different opinions, with so many different walks of life, and it's interesting to me. It doesn't interest everybody, but it's interesting to me because it opens up my perspective. So where I may have been raised and in an environment where that's the only way I saw it, I can hear from other people that say, "Nah, let me expose you to another walk of life." Right? I love exposure. I don't want to be where I am for the rest of my life. I want to be with my feet in the sand. I want to be in that nice automobile. I want to be all across the world on the waters, on a yacht somewhere. But it takes exposure to even know it exists, right?
Well,
It takes for me to walk in the room with those that have achieved it to show me I can do it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You too can touch this.
yeah.
Apply yourself, right? So I don't necessarily shut myself down from too much exposure to people, but I do have a line, right? I do have a line simply because people real deal wanna step on you
Yeah,
just for the sake of stepping.
yeah,
When they could have walked on the side of you and helped you,
yeah. And help you and
or been
came
helped,
up with you.
yeah, or been helped, that we might be the
Hmm.
ones to pull from, right? But they'd rather step on you. So I see a major disconnect with the internet because they value it more than their reality. And your reality is you going outside. You going outside. You won't hear hating because somebody just got married. It don't matter why they just got married. That ain't your business.
Ain't your
Why
baby.
can't you just? I know autocorrect is on everybody's phone. You can just type in the CON and congratulations pops up. Hell, I think even now on Facebook they got the prompts. If somebody's doing something celebratory, it's already in the prompts. You can
It's
just click the
already
button,
ready for you, yo. It's already
click
ready.
congratulations and keep scrolling, right? Instead, you'll rather go to the private chat or the inbox and hear somebody up and say, "Can you believe somebody married this motherfucker?"
But do you see the algorithm of that just as well?
Talk to me.
Of how you said, even when it's a celebratory post, as soon as you hit the congratulations be the, you don't even gotta type nothing, it already be there. You see the algorithm of what that is trying to create, also create more love instead of hate. Now, don't get me wrong, it's okay to have an opinion, because y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I'm one that don't back down. Do you hear me? So it's okay to have an opinion, but have an opinion respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Have an opinion funny. I add a little funny to it just to let you know ain't no hard feelings. It's just our opinion.
Some things just don't need to be said though.
Oh yeah, now that's true. Some things just don't need to be said. Just going on.
I've,
Just
I've
going on.
I've thought a lot of things, but time and place.
Ooh, it's hard now. Now look, y'all. It took me a while to get there. I was in my 30s when I finally just calmed down on this little tongue, because my tongue it's a two-edged sword, and I keep it sharp.
Well, it's the most powerful thing in the universe.
Ooh, I keep this tongue sharp.
Welcome, family. I see all of y'all out there commenting blessings. Thank y'all so much for showing up this evening. This is Miss Natasha Thompson
Hey,
joining
hey,
the
girl,
Jermaine Hall
hey.
Show, and we're having such a great time. I want to move into the next question, which had everything to do with the behavior of our women towards our men these days in society. Do you believe? Well, actually, we're going to go here. How does this particular behavior, this negative behavior towards men from women, hinder you from attracting a good man?
It
If
don't hinder me.
okay,
I don't think it hinders me at all.
you moving the way you gonna move, and that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's my lane. I stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? How you trying? The only time I feel like I'm being hindered is if something coming over in my lane. If
Right.
it ain't in my lane, I mean, I have an opinion about the subject, but it doesn't hinder me at all. But it does um hinder a lot of other people that I know too, personally, that feel like men don't trust them, or now men saying, you know, I want to be single.
We'll get
I
to
would
that.
rather be single and we can live in separate homes. You know, that's a trend now. Being married, living in separate quarters.
Mm, mm. Now, I had a young lady about a year ago. She said if she ever remarried, her husband gonna live next door.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like being by my motherfucking self too. Shit, I ain't even trying to be fucking funny, man. When I get ready to roll over in this bed, I don't be why. That's just me. I be look. I get hot. I am a hot body person. I'm not fat. I'm skinny. Like to me in my head, that mirror say I'm skinny. You know how that goes. But I might want to say, hey, can you go sleep in the guest room tonight? And I sleep by myself. That don't mean I don't love the man. I just want to sleep in the bed by myself.
Come on now, because you know I'm finna ask.
I'm so
You know I'm going.
serious.
You
Like,
know I'm going. I'm not against what you're saying. I'm just wondering if you're talking about a man whose love language is not touch and words of affirmation at the end of that night.
okay, so now even if I'm talking about a man whose love language is not touch, I still don't want to be in the bed. It might
Mm.
be some night. It might be, I'm not saying all nights though. It might be one night. You know, I just be like, can I sleep by myself?
Yeah, because I thought you were talking about consistently all week. You have your bedroom, he got his.
No.
I'm not saying it can't work, but I would think to myself personally, that's a man that don't need to be touched, don't need to be talked too much at the end of the night, because that's where I get all my thoughts on at the end of the day. Sometimes I need a release, and sometimes I don't even want to talk. I just want my lady hand rubbing on my shoulder or just lay on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't always need to be next to somebody, right? But if
Right.
you're talking about having your own space in the same home, I'm wondering if that takes a certain type of, it has to take a certain type of
You
man.
don't have to take one for me.
Because it's
Hey,
going,
okay,
I'm
can't
going to
tell
tell
you
you what
I'm
it's going
42 years old, honey. I ain't no young buck around here. I'm 42 years old. I run this empire. You hear me? I don't work for nobody. I sign my own check.
what they
You
got to
hear
do
me?
with touching
It
the
won't
man
have
next.
to take a strong man to be with me. Strong mentally, not this, but mentally, because we can get that money together now. Shit, hey, we ain't worried about that. If it be digital anyway, show it on you.
Miss Marquita say, you better put two Cali Kings together. Here's my problem with that. How I'm going to roll over to you if you're in the other room in the middle of the night.
That girl said two Cali Kings, babe. I had to get the smoke out the throat, honey.
But
That's so
I'm
funny.
think but I'm thinking about how I'm gonna roll over to this woman in the middle of the night. And I need that thing from you. But you down the hallway to the left.
I'm sorry, that woman that tickled me, y'all. Oh Lord, he said put two Cali Kings together, paper. But that's just one night. It's not like it's every night. It might be one night out the week that you understand that damn, it's the night she want to be by herself. So why can't you sleep in a different bedroom? That's probably why I'm still single. Shit, you gonna have motherfucker gonna have to agree to that goddamn term. That's the only term I want somebody to agree to is let me sleep in a bed one night by myself. I love my bed. Me and my bed have such a beautiful relationship, and I don't want to break that. With you bringing your ass in my bed, just say it. There are times I'm not never gonna tell a woman not to have standards when it comes to a man. I'm never, 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 never saying don't have your standards. I'm saying you hold those standards to the same way, the same metric system that you hold yourself. And if you're not at a level where you can meet yourself at those same standards you're holding that man, then you need to lower and be humble. Sit down and be humble. And meet that man where he's at and help him become the divine man that you want him to be. Because, baby, they fall for it. They still fall for coochie. They still love that coochie. That's why they paying for it. Because that pussy don't go out of style. Pussy never go out of style. That's why they paying to get unblocked, to get some pussy. But that's not what we need to lead with. We need to learn to stop leading with that. You see this mind of mine. I lead with that mind. You hear me? And the rest,
I know I told you to turn a light on somewhere in there. All I
Man, I'm
see.
at work. I'm on break, bro. I'm making money,
Okay,
man. My bad,
okay,
my bad, my
okay. Well,
bad.
look,
I just wanted to tap in. It was an
since you
interesting conversation, real quick.
since you at work, I'm gonna let you get your shit off from what you've heard so far.
Mhm.
I'll let you go ahead and get it off, bro.
What the sister said is true. Like, ain't nothing wrong with standards. You should have standards. If you don't have standards, then I don't think you the type of person I would want to talk to. You know what I'm saying? But like she said, like you got to be real about that. Like you can't expect lobster, shrimp, and steak, and you know what I'm saying. You Section 8 queen. Like, come on now, be for real. You can't give me nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like I'm not like I'm personally me, I'm not a selfish person. I give you the world, but if you can't give me, you know what I'm saying, Texas, how should you get the world from me? You know what I'm saying? Like that just don't see fit to me, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, I think the disconnect between men and women is, we all have what we like to chase when we younger. You know what I'm saying? We like to chase the bad boys when they're younger. You can't say you didn't because we all seen a girl getting picked up in high school in a Caprice Classic, and then you don't want to work a job no more. Next thing you know, you turning a job working dude into a drug dealer. So don't act like that didn't happen. We all seen it. You know what I'm saying? And then as for men, we looked over the good girl. You know what I'm saying? She might not have been dressing provocative. She might not have had them things out of the yams and we weren't interested. You know what I'm saying? We both do it to each other. So it's not just a one-sided thing. I think that what people get misconstrued is that it's just men. No, it's women out here that's low down too. We all low down. You know what I'm saying? It's just we all learn and pick up things differently. You feel what I'm saying? I think that people forget that most men, when you raised in single parent households, you learn shit. It takes a long time for you to get shit. You're not comprehending shit like what normal people comprehend when they in good two-parent, you know what I'm saying, households. The two-parent households don't mean you in the same household. But if you ain't have a father figure teach you nothing, how you gonna learn something? You know what I'm saying? So then when you learn it from your mother, you might not be learning the right things. This is what I was telling you when I inboxed you about how the way you brought up can affect how you go into relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because most men or boys going into men, you got to get out of my house when you 18. I might
Yeah,
not be ready to get out the house when I'm 18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then you driving me to a situation that I might end up getting a girl pregnant. I'm not ready to be no daddy. You know what I'm saying? But then you locked in and situated with a situation you're not even situated for. So then it
Exactly.
goes on, and then it goes on, and then it goes on. So then when some men, because like I said, I'm nobody's perfect. I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Some men you don't learn till you in your mid 30s. You know what I'm saying? You done
Yep.
made too many mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you done devalue yourself by not even knowing what value is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of
Yep.
people really don't know what
Mm-hmm.
value is. You know what I'm saying? You think value
Yep.
is monetary. It's not. You
Monetary.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can lose if value is monetary, then you lose that value when you lose the monetary thing that somebody's connected with you with. So, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's just a man thing or a woman thing. It's a people thing. You know what I'm saying? We all go through shit. I don't know if we can cuss on here. I ain't trying to get it shut
you
down,
can cuss
but we
on here.
all
What you
go.
mean, man?
All right. I mean, you know these algorithms be different. I said, bitch, BIH, and the motherfucker want to damn near take my Facebook page, cuz I was like, oh shit. But
You right.
I ain't
That's
want to be
crazy.
long winded or anything, but that's just real. I think in our community, like we place too much blame. We all come from traumatic situations, and if we not willing to come together and fix the shit, how the fuck can you fix it?
Do it.
Can't keep blaming
Exactly. I'm the
motherfuckers.
water,
You know
you
what
the
I'm saying?
ice. Let's fix this shit.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. We gotta fix it for the next generation. Cause I mean, they like you got to think we only emulated what we seen. Like motherfuckers blame shit on music, but it's deeper than music. Cause then when like on another subject real quick, and then I go back to this, motherfuckers be like, "Oh man, motherfuckers listening to this music doing whatever." Okay, Nicky Barnes and them niggas didn't have rap music. Them niggas was selling heroin to the Temptations. So what caused that? You know what I'm saying? Them niggas in the 30s was and prohibition was running liquor. What caused that? What caused that is needing money. Motherfucker needs some bread. You know what I'm saying? So everything is a condition. I think once we come together, I like Bro's show because like we having real conversations instead of digging and picking and talking shit. Like we gotta figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us black men are from homes of single mothers and motherfuckers forget that. Like teach your son some shit other than I put some Jordans on his feet and you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers forget we see what our mothers do. Our mothers tell us women ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you go into the world, you already going into the world with one hand behind your back, like bitches ain't shit because my mama said so. Or my mama might not be shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you be like, okay, is there a woman like my mama? Like that's where shit get deep. So we all got to hold accountability for things we, you know what I'm saying, we do. This ain't just on women. It's our community that raised us this way. So if you a child being raised in a toxic environment, motherfucker, you gonna become a toxic avenger. Shit. Like it's just it is what it is.
I
But if we're
get
not
that.
willing to fix it, then you can't fix it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the blind leading the blind. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles bumping in the walls and rubbing bitches' wrists and shit, trying to see if she look good. But you might fuck up and think she look good. She might just be skinny and she ugly. You dig what I'm saying? It just that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers, if you can't read braille, then you know what I'm saying. You don't know how to feel shit. That's just deep though.
Say, bro, you said something very important, and I want both of y'all to answer this before your break is up, man. We're gonna start with you, boss, because you gotta go. Um, you said we need to fix it as a people instead of continuously highlighting the problem. Um,
Hmm.
I think that identifying the problem is very important for one reason. If we don't start with identifying the problem, everybody can start wherever they want to on the board, right?
Hmm.
We all agree today we're going to talk about not trusting each other, right?
Hmm.
I think the only disconnect between us is that nobody ever wants to do the work to move past identifying the problem. It
Hmm.
stays there. There's my biggest. So I do this so that people like you and people like Miss Thompson can come on here and say, hey, listen, let's come together, man. Like I'm
Hmm.
tired of this bullshit of us being against each other, right?
Yeah.
My problem is nobody wants to do the groundwork past identifying the problem. Niggas ain't shit. Bitches ain't shit. And that's where it ends.
Hey, that should be the next show you do. Let's host a seminar.
What? Well, why?
Let's host
We
a
done already
seminar or some shit.
identified people have flaws. Got it.
Mhm.
What's the solution? And who's
I
willing to
think
work towards the solution?
you know what might be one solution. I think I said it in the comments, but I don't think people understand. Like I think we have too much communication right now. I seen this like with the last girl I was talking to. Like we didn't cheat on each other or nothing. Like by the time we got to the crib or around each other, like we communicated all day. I have nothing to say to you. Like, like I've texted you, you've texted me what you doing 58 times. I've told you a whole day what I'm doing. So when we come together to come home in our establishment to talk, we have nothing to talk about. Hence what when you was talking about the phones, people are driven to phones for entertainment because when you got off work back in the G, you went home. How was your day? Shit, baby, this motherfucking bitch at the job getting on my goddamn nerve. You done already said that at 1 o'clock, so by the time you come home at 7, I have nothing to say to you. So then each of us is being driven to somewhere we shouldn't be driven to. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not like it's necessarily a fault thing. Like you can't sit here and talk to a person all day, and then when you see them, want to repeat the same shit. I don't want to talk to you. I'm just you know, that's not being like I don't want to be around you, but like you didn't ask me how my day was. You didn't ask me what I wanted to eat. It ain't no surprises to the relationship no more. I know I don't know how old
Really?
you are, man, but I know, bro. You can realize you can
She,
remember this.
she my
I
age.
remember what relationship. Okay, TR. I remember what talking to people was like before a phone. Like I'm a
What?
conversationalist. I can talk. A lot of people was either shy, nervous, didn't go through things. So the phone really keeps them away from eye to eye and mouth to mouth contact. Talking to somebody is a different type of thing. You can communicate through a phone, but can you really talk to me? A lot of people can't talk. And that's the problem. Like, you can hide, and I feel like if we fuck with each other, this is on men and women. If I fuck with you, cuz you shouldn't have to hide to talk to me, my nigga. Say what you got to say to me. You know what I'm saying? Because then things get lost in translation when you say something on the phone. So then I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. And then boom. You know what I'm saying? That's the major disconnect now, because say if me and her was together, she been at work all day, I've been at work all day. I already know what she did before I even get home all day. So when I get home, I take a shower, I'm hopping on the game. I'm a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna do my homework because I'm in school. So by the time I'm doing that and that, it feel like I've isolated her and I don't care. But like at some point I don't have nothing to care about now because hold on, my car to cut off. I don't have nothing to care about because we didn't talk about that all day. We communicated everything that we supposed to be able to communicate at a dinner or being around each other all day.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. My fault, y'all. Next time, bro, I be working so hard, bro. I be wanting to tap in because I be having some things to say, man. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
listen, man, you blessed this platform today. And I appreciate you stopping through to bless us with your wisdom and your knowledge, man. Uh
When is your next
everything
show?
everything you said is on point. You talking about a live show?
Yeah, I mean, like even on here, because like I said, I
Every
work
Tuesday.
5 and I'm off 2.
But listen, the show we gonna do, remember what I told you, I'm flexible. I do it live with you
Yeah,
any day I'm open. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a day, give me a time. But I do it,
I
I
got you.
do
I
it
got you. I got you.
on schedule Tuesdays at 7 p.m. You get back to
Yeah,
work and
bro.
man, I appreciate you stopping through.
Hey, can I say something real quick to all the
Go ahead.
street dudes out there, man? Listen, man, anything is possible, bro. I'm from the same trenches. I'm from the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you, as men, we gotta value ourselves too, bro. I didn't have no value in myself because I came from a broken home and a fucked up situation. I got my own shit, driving big boy shit in school, 3.5 GPA. You know what I'm saying? We bigger than what they tell us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta realize that if you don't realize that, how can you make somebody realize you something special? Because we something special too. That's why they want to knock us off and take us out our cribs anyway. You know what I'm saying? Use your mind
Indeed.
sometimes.
Hey man, I
100.
love you to death, man. Be solid. Hey,
Okay.
so that was a word from Interstate Imp, my dog in the building, fresh from work. What you get out of all that, man? What you think?
Man, that was a lot. That was a lot to take in at one time, but it was so therapeutic for me. And the reason why it was therapeutic for me because I've been raising a child. I've been raising a male child all by myself for 22 years. My son will be 22 years old this year. I had my son at 19 years old. And at that moment, I didn't even know who I was as a woman, let alone a mama. And the fact that I was beginning to go down the same path of destruction in teaching him the same way I seen my mothers teach me, my mother teach me. Well, I can say mothers because I've had several. My aunt acted as a mother figure, so I say mothers. I call my aunt my mom. And I do understand the difficulty of raising a male child by yourself. And though there were circumstances that I felt like maybe I could have stepped up to the plate more, or maybe it's because of this, we try to compensate by buying them the Jordans, by, just letting them get away with the little things here and there because their father really isn't in the picture. So we as moms, we compensate that type of love, but it's not the right love because it's teaching them that in order to get love, I can do whatever I want, within a limit. Within a limit, I can do whatever I want. And I'm gonna get these things that vanish, these things that go away over time that don't value. And that's what that young man was speaking of, value.